last night, which featured Texas Tech going in to Champaign playing an Illinois team that was shorthanded, frankly. They were without Tommy Isevich and their other newest import point guard. Is that Mirovic? Which one is that? I'm trying to get them straight.
I thought his name's
Petrovic. Petrovic.
God,
Mirovic
you
played.
butcher Ivasic's name. You
I
don't
know.
get
I
Petrovic's
know.
name right.
I told
Dang.
Doster last night, I am horrible. I'm in early season form here with the international
You
names.
you need to get out the game notes, and they've got the
Pronunciation
pronunciation
guide.
guides. And before you go to bed every night, Jeff, you can start. I will say I did a game this week where there was a player who had the hardest name to pronounce that I've ever had.
Who was
I
it?
struggled with a kid on Oakland.
Go ahead. We need it. We need you
Hold
to.
on.
We're gonna record this and send it to Greg Campy and see if you get it right.
What a battle, Oakland.
Yeah, they actually played really well against Purdue. Tubero Neva-Larua. Good luck saying that when you're not looking at the phonetic spelling on your
Great
sheet.
job.
That is not easy.
Neva, and I was literally walking through the hotel going, Neva-Larua, Neva-Larua, Neva-Larua,
All day?
Neva-Larua.
All day.
This is how I ended up getting Sandro Mamukelashvili's name back in the day. I just said it a billion times. This is what you need to do. But that's a pro, Jeff. You can learn something from that. Do that before bed.
I can do Neo Abdallas. That one I got. That one I got down pat.
That one's
so
easy.
All right. Well, you got to start somewhere. Anyway,
pathetic.
Texas Tech goes in. JT Toppin goes bananas. I mean, he 17 of 25 from the field, 11 rebounds, 35 points. Luwan Watts, the Washington State transfer, had a really good game. Christian Anderson did not. He had kind of an off game. But Illinois, man, they showed me something. Again, without two of their top seven, they showed me something for sure. And Kylan Boswell, man, sometimes I don't think we give this kid enough credit because he's so damn tough, McCall. He's so tough, and he kind of does whatever you need him to do to win, doesn't he?
Season ends today's Big Ten Player of the Year. I mean, the performances he's had. What did he have on Saturday?
2 games in, McCall's already to get Big Ten Player of the Year.
Terrific.
Yes, ball.
The earliest trophy of all
Braden
time.
Smith. Sorry, he's playing better than you right now. You guys almost lost to Oakland.
I did.
Yeah, it's funny. I asked Coach Underwood after the game. When was that? Friday night when they knocked off Florida Gulf Coast by about 50. Pat Chambers was challenging calls down 40 in the game. You love to see that. He was coach's challenge down 40. I've never seen that before. I've never.
Well, they got to get them right. They got to get these calls right.
First year of the coach's challenge, and Pat Chambers is challenging plays down 40.
Maybe he's just testing it out, Matt. Maybe he's like, I haven't done this before. I got to get some repetitions at this.
That's right.
But I asked Underwood after the game, just what are the intangibles that this guy brings to your program? Like how important is he? And he's like, we don't have enough time to talk about him. Like we literally don't have enough time to talk about him because so much emphasis has been put on what he's done in recruiting and the international flavor and all this and blah, 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 blah. And here's this guy who's back within this program, who's a winner, who's tough as nails. He gets in the lane. He makes the right play. He's unselfish. And I did turn it over a couple, times last night, but man, just his toughness.
Played 39 minutes too. 39 minutes.
I'll say this, and you guys have heard me talk about this before. In terms of a coach evolving, right? Not being set in his ways, not saying, okay, let's run this spread motion and we're going to play inside the 3-point line for the entire game. And this is how we're going to play because damn it, this is how I've always coached. That's what he was 7 years ago, 8 years ago, Underwood. Like it was smash mouth basketball. Everything, his entire offense was run inside the 3-point line. They were just going to out rebound you, just chuck it and chase it and go get it and lay it back in. And now the spacing, the movement, the 3-point shooting, they have positional size, they're unselfish, and they can defend, and they shoot it at a high level. So we need to put them in the same category in the Big Ten right now as Michigan and Purdue. Like they need to We need to start putting in that top tier.
Rob, are you ready for that? Yes.
I mean, to beat a Texas Tech team without two of your better players, yeah, I think so. We didn't know. It was like last year with Illinois. We had no idea what this was going to look like.
No.
But from watching them play Texas Tech, they've got a really good team. I think you can put them in the top tier of the Big Ten. It's a great point on Underwood. He is like literally, it's like a river. Whatever his personnel is, and it was awesome watching his Stephen F. Austin teams run the spread. Like that thing, they were cooking people with the way they were running that, but it wasn't working at Illinois. So he loves that offense. If you ask him about that, he
used to talk about when he would speak at any clinic. Because I remember I spoke at an Oklahoma City Thunder clinic, and he spoke after me, and it was the spread. And this was when he was at Oklahoma State. What was that? 8 years ago?
That would have been 8 years ago. I've had many talks with him about the spread because I like watching the spread too. I think it's interesting with some of the counters and just some of the wrinkles that he would run. I think deep down he really loves that offense, but I give him a lot of credit because he's been willing to, you know what, if we've got guys that can play ISO basketball, then we'll find that matchup and we'll back you down, or we'll play pick and roll, or we'll go dribble handoff with Io. Like he's done some really cool things in terms of evolving as a coach. I think from a Kylan Boswell perspective, people maybe didn't appreciate him last year because it's not like he's going to lead the league in blocks. He hasn't been a guy that's going to lead the league in steals, but he gets the toughest defensive assignment, and he's so physical, and it's like 1 through 4. You know, he'll guard bigs, and he kind of did last night. But last year, his shooting number, he shot the ball so poorly from 3, and it just kind of snowballed on him. I think so far, last night he's 3 of 5. He shot the ball much better so far. They did, like, Mirkovic is a really good player. Wagler, for being a freshman, he's going to have a chance. Like 5 offensive rebounds.
Yes.
He is going to be good. You don't have Thomas Slavovicic. You do have Big Z. And then Stojakovic. And everyone thinks with Andre, like, oh, well, shooter. Dude, he was living at the rim. And he lived at the rim at Cal. Yes. He lived at the rim at Stanford. Like, he is a downhill driver. So just the way that those guys put pressure on you, if Petrovic is what they say he is, because everybody, the rumblings from anyone that saw him in Europe is that, man, this dude as a point guard is a problem. They could be really, really good when they get whole.
I mean, look, we're going to find out here next week, right? I mean, they got Alabama in Chicago.
Yeah, their schedule is insane.
And then they got UConn. Awesome. You got UConn in the Garden, and then you're playing Tennessee in Nashville. Like, we'll find out a lot about them over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, no question. No doubt. I give Texas Tech credit, though. They were